Got it. All right. Good morning, group. I think I'm streaming. Yep, cool. I'm live. I am popping on here for a discussion about fee increases. This is a question that comes up frequently, and especially around the end of the year, coming into the new year. This is a question that comes up extremely frequently, and there's a lot of discussion about how to go about notifying and talking to clients about fee increases. So I wanted to share a little bit about how I go about doing that, and then maybe some other pieces of information that can help you with that. So talking about notifying clients, there's a couple ways to do it. You can notify them in writing with an email, or you can notify them in session. You kind of have to sit with yourself and decide, based on the amount that I'm increasing this fee, is that something that I feel comfortable doing in writing? And then, talking about if the client wants to talk about in their next session, or is that something that I want to bring up in the session? And from it, how I've typically approached it is I generally notify in person first so that I can process any reactions they have to the increase. Whether increase is $5 or $50, different clients might have different reactions to a fee increase. And so I like the opportunity to bring it up in session. The other reason I like the opportunity to bring it up in session, even if it's a small amount, is that money is one of the least commonly talked about things in therapy, and it's one of the biggest stressors for clients. And so I like to use it as a gateway to checking in with them about their money relationship, and how that's showing up related to their presenting problems or struggles that they're having in their life. So how I do this is I let them know before we get rolling that I'd like to inform them of a change in my practice. I let them know what the fee increase will be, the date that it will be effective, and then I just stop and I let them kind of react. I might inquire and let them know, like, how does that feel? What's coming up for you? And then we'll process it therapeutically. Sounds simple enough, but I think because we all have our own relationship with money and how we approach money and our nervousness around fees and money, that plays into that interaction. And so I think the bigger conversation here really is around, like, how do you feel about money as a therapist, as an individual? What is your relationship with your finances, and what comes up for you? Not just at the surface, like, yeah, we all get anxious, but what's below the anxiety about asking for a fee raise or instituting a fee raise, or talking to your clients about money, especially pertaining to your business and your fees. I think we stop at feeling anxious and we don't really explore it further, in part because of our own money stories and our own money anxieties. So I want to encourage you, when you are thinking about doing these things and you're feeling nervous, or you're having some physical reactions, or you're noticing that you're not good at talking about money, take an opportunity to explore that further within yourself. Getting comfortable with money for yourself will allow you to utilize money and fees and finances in a therapeutic way with your clients. This is probably one of the most common things that I actually work with my one-on-one coaching clients on. I've worked with many therapists to really explore these deeper money stories and these deeper money relationships, to clean up their own money stuff, to outline a strategic plan for their business financially that both meets their needs and meets their clients' needs, to get real about finances, to get even just their own personal finances better organized. And while I'm not a financial professional, there are definitely some really fundamental things that I can help you do in your own personal world that can improve your relationship with your money in a way that can allow you to be more comfortable talking to clients about finances and about money and about fees. All that to say, I really encourage you to do work on this, whether you do that with me, or you do that with your therapist, or you do that on your own in some way, or with another coach. I don't care. Honestly, I just think that more of us need to be doing work around our money, around our finances, around our money relationship, so that we can remove the anxiety and the nervousness and make sound decisions, have real conversations with our clients, that allows them to move through these things as well. I know we're often told like you can only take your clients as far as you've gone, and that applies here too. And so really thinking about it from this perspective that like me getting right with my finances is good for my clients. It's good for my clinical skills. It's good client care. If you're interested in talking about working on your money stuff, looking into getting some coaching around that, feel free to message me. You can DM me, you can email me, but and we can talk about whether it would be a good fit for us to work together and work through some of that stuff. And I can help you create, again, like a better relationship with your money, a more sound financial plan for your business, and then the steps to execute whatever changes need to be made. And if you have any other questions about fee increases or how to execute on that stuff, again, let me know in the comments. All right, that's it for today. I've got to get going. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.